Okay, morning. Here is our Wednesday preview. So today I'm gonna start off talking about the top 40 CFD. The instrument that we use is basically just a CFD of the Aussie. So it's basically just the Aussie. Yeah. So the top 40. Basically, we're gonna start off with the day chart here. Um, yeah, my previous video, I talked about the doji here and the maybe the markets can turn around here, and I said actually that 51,000 was on the charts, and as we can see, it came down, it broke 51, and we tested the 5,500 levels, 50,500 levels, and also traded down a bit, and we actually tested 50,000. And yes, the buyers came back there, but we can see that there's still room on the daily charts for the Aussie to come down still further. But also that we have to take notice of is the gaps, the many gaps that's opened up here to the top. So like I said last time, in the markets, the Aussie is usually or any market, is usually tends to close the gaps. As we can see here, there was a small gap, and it actually closed with this candle that tested the 50,000 level there. And so yeah, I'm gonna go back to a smaller time frame, the 30 minutes, for the intraday traders or maybe swing traders. That's a much more productive chart. That's the one I use. As we can see, there's a gap here from yesterday. Also, during the day, the market closed the gap very nicely, and that's also a very good sign of an efficient market. If the market can actually see the gaps and close them regularly. This morning we opened up with I think it was an 80 point gap, and yeah, I think also the gap can be closed today. I'm actually a bit bullish on the top 40 for today, because we have been selling for 3 days in a row now, and maybe we can see some relief just here, a bit of buying here, maybe testing the 200 moving average on 50, let's say 50,700, and if we can stay there with some buyers coming in there and staying there, we can definitely see some more upside. I'm quickly just gonna talk about the US Dow, the US 30. So this is just an indicator of where the markets are at, because it's our biggest markets in the world. So I like to just know what's going on in them and see where they're going. But it's still very early for them to trade. We usually trade them from about in the afternoons when the Americans open about what's it yeah, half past 4. So yeah, but basically, yeah, there's also have been nice trades here. The 30-minute chart, it doesn't want to load now. It wants to maybe just go back to the top again. We can see that there's some buying also coming in here, and it's looking good. It's looking really good for some buying today. But we'll have to wait and see, and confirm on the price action later, and see actually when the markets open what's going on, and where it wants to go. But as you can see, sorry for waiting, the internet is really slow today. As you can see, the markets sold off throughout the evening, and yeah, I think really it tested a 200 moving average right here. As we can see there's a nice doji there, and it tested the 200 moving very nice, and we can see the buyers came in, pushed back the bears, and yeah, like I said, there was some buying here, and I think really if it wants to go, because the stochastic, the 1433 stochastic, is really low, and actually out of its parameters, the 10 and the 20. So it's very nice that we can see the stochastic is out on the 10. That's actually where we want it, and we can see that maybe wants to go back to the 81. So yeah, that's why I'm bullish, because of this. And we can also see this dragonfly doji here, which is also a good sign of bulls coming into the market, because they tried to sell it, but the bulls pressed up here, and came into the market and wants to flush out the bears. And then I want to quite focus on maize today. for just the reason that it has a really nice chart for me on the daily. Again, the stochastic of the 1433 is very low and oversold. I think really they can become some nice buying in here. The reason I say this is because of the rand is also weakening a bit, and we know that when the rand weakens, the markets tend to the maize markets tend to trade up. So we saw a nice weakening from 1490 to 93 just in this morning. Already weakened 3 cents, so that's a very nice sign, and that's why I'm actually thinking that it tested at 26,000 or the 2,600 level here. He tested it, and as we can see here, the bulls came back again, pressed up the bears, and made a very nice bullish candle here, and it also broke the trend line. I don't know if you noticed that, because on the daily chart it's very nice and very clear that it broke the trend line here. On the daily it closed above this trend line, and I think really that from here we can really see some buying coming in because of the rand weakening, because of weather conditions. I think we can see some buying back to 2,700, and from there we can maybe head up back to 2,750. The reason I say this again is the rand. It's just my opinion. The rand is weakening. We were in this band here, like I said last time. It was that 4-hour band that I've drawn here, the buying box. And as we can see, it broke that, and it has started a nice trend up here. You can actually draw a very nice line in there. So yes, you can actually draw a very nice line in there, and you can see that it started a nice uptrend here. The stochastic crossed here, and we can see the stochastic going up back again. We can maybe see 15 rand on the USDZAR, but yeah, like I said, we have to wait and see. Again, on the maize, it's just my opinion for the day. We'll have to wait and see what the price action does, whether there's buyers coming in or sellers. I'm gonna do a video on price action as well, just when the market opens, just maybe try and show you guys what I see, what I'm looking at in the price action, etc. So that's basically what I want to do. And yeah, but again, just note, everything in this video is just my own opinion. It's not to say the levels I've given is gonna actually trigger. It's just what I think. It's my opinion and my thoughts about the market. But this is a really nice chart here of the daily on the white maize December contract. And again, like I said, the stochastic very low here, and the bullish candle that closed above this trend line. I love trend lines. They usually work, or most of the time work. So this pattern here that we see here especially on the daily, that confirms it so well, can show us maybe the bulls are coming back. Yeah, but we'll have to wait and see and watch the price action at 9 o'clock when the markets open. Again, on the rand, I think really 15 rand on the USDZAR is on the charts, and the top 40, yeah, we'll have to wait and see for 9 o'clock as well. We're gonna see if the market's open, but we can already see here that the bulls are coming in. But yeah, all the luck to all the traders out there. I hope it's a great day.